Alrighty, Lumberjacks, welcome back to another Logging from Scratch episode. Last time we were playing, we had just gone through here with the feller buncher and cleared this beautiful meadow-looking area now. So my plan from the last video was I wanted to try to build a logging road, basically, out this direction. Now, everyone's telling me I got to use the map editor and try it out. I have used it very seldomly because I'm a map maker, so using the editor feels almost bizarre to me. But I was thinking, okay, let's give it a shot. But I don't want to use it everywhere. I just want to use it in areas that maybe need a little bit of love. So let's see what we can do. I don't know how the editor really works. I'm trying to think in my head how I even get to the editor. I think it's this one, right? Yeah, there we go. So start landscaping. So here we are. How do I rotate the screen? Q probably? Yeah, that looks right. So, sculpting. Now, it's telling me I can raise the land with left, I can lower the land with right, or I can smooth it with center. So let's try smoothing it. Oh, and it gets rid of the grass. Oh, that's different, hey? How do I reduce? Change radius. Arrow keys? There we go. Let's do that. So let's build a little logging road. I'm going to try to go like this way a little bit, I guess. Now the route that I want to take for it is going to be through here. How much does it cost to do this? Is it pretty expensive? Well, it's not too bad. Go through here. And then I want to make kind of a straight shot. Oh, it feels like I'm building a map. It's kind of weird. Okay. There we go. Same difference. Let's try to do this. This is me smoothing it out, apparently. Oh, there we go. Okay. It's not a perfect road. And then what I want to do is take the skidder and actually cut a road. That's the plan. So let's see if we can maybe do that. Oh, it feels so weird. Whoops. It's costing me money doing this, too, so we gotta be careful. Oh, too close to a stump, I think, there. I wish you could do, and I know lots of comments, people have said, like, why can't we do this with the dozer? I'd be like, yeah, I would actually love to do this with the dozer. It'd be fun. Terrain cannot be modified here. I think it's because of the tree stump. So let's see here. Or maybe it's because these objects are here. Can I not do it around objects? Ah, that's why. It's probably because those objects are there. Okay, well, we got that part of the road, so let's hop out of this editor for a minute. It's not a perfect road, but it's a road. So let's cut that trail, and then I'm going to cut it right to where those logs are. And then as we keep going, we will literally just keep pulling back the wood as long as it's in the way. And then eventually we'll skid it out. But the idea is I want to build an actual logging road. This is going to be our kind of do-it-ourself thing. I don't know. I think it'll be fun. I was going to try to just sketchily do it and just see what happens, but looking at that terrain, I mean, it's just going to be a nightmare trying to deal with that, so let's punch through a little road. Just punch it through. Oh, a little bit of a missed dip there. There we go. There we go. Beauty. Oh. What's there? What am I running over? Oh, that was weird. You see that? That was so strange. It's like I'm hitting chunks of land that aren't even there or something. See, like this. What am I driving up? What's down there? What am I driving up? Must be that edge or something. Sketchiest logging road ever? You betcha. That's what we do, man. And this is kind of where the terrain will get pretty funky once we start rolling here. Okay, so let's raise this guy up and get it out of our way. We're going to turn around, and I'm actually going to start pulling that stuff off of this road so that we can get our spot made up here. So this is our problematic pile, so let's get rid of this stuff. Get that, let's get that, get that, get that. I think that's all there is there. I hope that doesn't... I wonder if I can actually mix it with that other pile. Let's see here. G, Shift B. There we go. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to get all of these, but I want to bring them up. Oops. That one. There's a lot of mixed up pieces in here. It's going to get a little ugly, I think. Is there more over there? Is that it? I think that's it in here, hey? Very hard to see, so I'm just guessing at this point. Let's see if I can maybe drag those up a bit. Okay. I want to disconnect them now. Hopefully they all kind of stay there. If they slide away, it's not the end of the world. I get that one, and that one. And I want to bring those over to that same spot. Oops. There we go. Now I gotta be able to actually see the ones, and I think I just buried them all. This is not what I wanted to do. Okay. Now the other ones are kind of down in here, so let's see if we can get them. Oh, the joys of being a logger, hey? I guess we'll just take that. We'll just take that. The heck with it. Whatever's left behind, we'll deal with. Let's see if we can get all that out of there. Yeah, that looks good. Line it up with the rest here. And we decide we're going to start cutting these to shorts. So, and I was planning on working on a new trailer for doing kind of a medium length size, so maybe we can make that work too. We'll see. All in good time. Oh, I see I missed a color variant. Look at that. How did I do that? Something I gotta fix. I was just matching, looking at the color matching that I did, and I see the rest of it's yellow, but these guys, these little rollers here are like the old color, which I gotta fix. And I think those are on the tracks themselves, so I know how to fix that. That'll be easy. I should put a note for myself. I'll write it on my hand. I always laugh, you know, we say we all have these $1,000 cell phones, and me and several other people I still see writing notes on our hands. It's pretty funny. It's like, oh, that's still a thing, huh? Oh, here's the big pile down here. Ah, I see. Let's get that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, and you, and you. Oh, that's going to be a heavy load. Where am I? Am I close enough to pull that straight up to these? That'd be helpful. Oh, I bet that's hefty, hey? And then hit X to release it. Ah, there we go. Then we're going to hook this one up and this one up. And we're just going to grab this straggler over here, actually. Sure, whatever. Whatevs, we'll make it work. Look at that load. Oh, God, I love this machine. No limits. No limits dozing. I also had a lot of comments, people asking if I'm going to put the other tracks on my machines. So the other tracks are the Terra track, they're called, which are a nicer track for sure, like they're a 3D track. There's a couple things about, well, the main reason I'm not using them is because it's not my mod and I don't have permission or haven't been able to figure out how to get permission to use them. I know lots of modders just use them anyway, but being a little bit of a bigger modder, I don't want to abuse other people's stuff and then have my name on it without permission. Like 50K gave me permission to use his winch system. And like I said, I asked permission and spoke to him, and he said it was all good as long as I flaunt the hell out of his work. And I said I would definitely do that. I think I've mentioned 50K to modding at least a few times by now. So hopefully he feels flaunted. But yeah, no, he does great work. Now, like I said, some of the other stuff, I'm not entirely sure who the creators are, so I don't want to just grab it and be like, oh, that's mine now. So the tracks, like these ones are just the ones that we put together for based off of the in-game stuff. And one thing that is different about these tracks as opposed to the Terra track, like the Terra track are actual 3D chunks like these models here that move and rotate. Now there's two things that come with that cause issues, at least in 17 they did. One, the detail on the tracks adds a crap ton more polygons to the model, which can really hurt performance, at least it used to. Because each one of those things, you know, I think they added up the two tracks was almost 50,000 polys, I guess they're called. And a whole machine is supposed to be under 100,000. So if you got 50,000 in just the tracks alone, it doesn't give you a lot of real estate for adding to the rest of the machine. So I haven't looked at the new ones, so I don't know if they've improved those, lowered the poly count or anything like that. But that's another thing I look at for performance, is watching out for whether it's going to be causing, you know, performance-based issues and stuff like that. So all stuff you got to look at. Here we go. Let's grab that. That's a good screenshot. Okay, so let's continue building our road and see what we can come up with here. I think I should be able to cut it now. Oops, I need to go here. Landscaping. Here we are. Back to landscaping. So now we should be able to... Yeah, there we go. That's better. Oh, still doesn't like that spot. Probably because there's a stump here. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. I don't care. I thought I was supposed to lower it. I think it tries to blend it or something. I don't know what it's doing. It's a lot different than using the editor in-game, let me tell you. Or, I mean, out of game, sorry. I'm just going to leave this sketchy. I like sketchy sometimes. It makes it fun. So you can build a sketchy road right here. I'm just going to leave that a little bit down a little bit there. Oh, I can't go this way because there's that there. And we're going to hit our next pile already. So let's just clear some of this. That looks pretty good. It does an actual half decent job of leveling it though, which is nice. I think they were having some pretty big issues with this when they first released it because things were just not... Like, I remember the beta version was pretty glitchy. I tried that out just a little bit. I don't usually use this editor a whole lot, obviously because I'm a map maker and it feels weird to use this, but I'm really actually liking it. I think it's pretty fun. Now, my idea is going to be, I think I'm going to loop around this corner, and I actually want to go up here if I can. Oh, I can't get close to that edge, though. Hey, that's strange. Oh, there we go. Thank God. And then I was thinking of, like, riding this edge and finding a way to build a downward into this stuff. And then there's something over here. I don't know what is over here. Chad, what did you build that's over here? I see it in the map. Oh, this. Oh, it's our house. Let's build a back road down to our house then, maybe. I don't know. It's all just a testy kind of thing right now. So let's hop out of here. Let's continue cutting our road here. That sounds like a good call. So yeah, track-wise, I'm not saying it'll never happen, but until I get permission, I'm not touching it. I don't really want to be responsible for taking claim for someone else's work or whatever the case. Oh, there we go. Let's turn that on. Oops, what am I hitting here? Oh, I see the ground kind of goes up a bit. There we go. Oh, we're kind of lifting ourselves up a little there. As we lose the bulldozer off the cliff. Hey, that'd be real good. There we go. Now we're cutting. Another thing I might do on this blade is lower the actual point for which it starts clipping the ground, so that you don't actually have to... You can still cut through the ground without it, you know, being such a big old deal. I think it's the ground reference node that does that, so I might play with that a little bit. That way we can kind of plow along without getting hung up on the terrain. Because in real life, I'm pretty sure this thing would be able to just laugh at this terrain and mow it down like it was nothing, so the fact that we're struggling here is not good. So what was I going to do this thing? You know what, we're going to make a quick desktop note here because I'll forget on this video. So we're going to go cat fix fix color on tracks and fix actually let's make another note. This is how I do this. I know it's ridiculous, but the folder thing really helps because it's like a little checklist in my head of things I have to do. And we want to go blades lower plow node. Okay. That's just how I do my stupid little modding thing. Everybody has a system, right? That's my system. I don't know, I started doing that in like 2015 when I was modding, and I just really liked it. It's also kind of like good for like a mental clarity thing, because it feels like you're progressing when you can delete those folders. You're like, yeah, I got that done, I got this done. I mean, you could just have a notepad open with notes too. That'd probably be a lot more professional, but who said we had to be professional? We just gotta have fun. So this is good. We got a sketchy little road happening here. This is cool. It feels like we built it with the cat, so that's good because it looks pretty sketchy, so that's good. I just wanted to kind of clean up this last little... Oh, come on. I just want to get this little part here done. Oh, there we go. There we go. That looks kind of less sketchy, doesn't it? Or more sketchy. There we go. Okay. So let's bring this back to the end of our road. I'm going to grab one more group of trees, which is right on this corner here. Obviously, we got to go grab all these groups of trees, but I just want to get the ones out of our way that are in our way. I like how the tracks are still up here, hey? That looks funny. Probably just one of the many glitches of doing your own terrain. But this is cool. This is actually working out good. Okay, fine. You guys were right. The terrain editor makes it pretty alright. I was complaining, saying, like, I don't want to use the terrain editor. But now I'm like, alright, it's pretty cool. I like the idea of building my own roads. I think that's kind of the real kicker. You can build your own logging roads, you're living the dream, buddy. Oops, G, Z, B, G. There we go. Too many buttons to push. Now I wonder if we're really good. I was kind of hoping these would slip down enough that I could... you know what? We'll grab them anyway. The heck with it. That's a log. That's a log. That's a log. That's a log. And that's a log. I think that's all of them. A little bit of a sketchy pull. Just a teeny bit. But this will be cool, because then we can go bring our machines into different blocks and actually haul logs out on this road, which will be so sketchy. Oops. Oh, jeez. What's going on here? Those logs are not being friendly. Now, what are we going to do with these? We're going to have to go up this hill here. Crawl up here. And, man, we got a lot of wood out here now. We're going to start lagging hardcore. I kind of brought a little too much to the landing, I think. That's alright. This means we got to cut it, right? That's all. Let's turn this bad boy around here. Yeah. Look at all that wood. That's crazy. And how disproportionate it is. Actually, you know what? We should probably fix that a bit, because that's bad. Oops. Oh, don't hit the pile. Don't hit the pile. Ah! There we go. So, oops. Oh, turn that off too. Cutting into the ground. Don't really want to do that. What I'm trying to do is I would like to push all of these logs so they're sort of even with the rest of the terrain here. At least keep them slightly uniform. They don't have to be perfect, but when they're way off like that when you're processing, oh man, it creates nightmare piles, I'll tell you. How are we doing here? That looks like a pretty nice edge. Maybe we'll do a little bit more OCD. And then we should maybe give it a quick tap with the chainsaw. Actually, this will be okay. That's fine. So in the next episode, what I would like to do is finish loading that last load of longs. I'm pretty sure we can fit all of that on that truck, no problem. And then we're going to switch trailers over to the short logger. park this bad boy right here. And we're going to go like this. And just motorize it. And the reason we do this is to kind of clear it up so we can see with the processor. There's a lot of limbs up here, and it makes it kind of annoying and a little bit tricky sometimes to see what you're doing. These ones in the middle are going to be a little harder to get to, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. Wow, look at all these limbs. My goodness. It's Limb City, yo. There's a lot of trees, too. Just think how many shorts we're going to get out of this. This will be crazy. Probably too many shorts, actually. Thing's just ridiculous, eh? Take a picture of that just for fun. Anyway, I'm going to cut the video here. So when we come back in the next one, I want to load. So we're going to load this, and we're going to do it backwards just to be really weird and see what happens. I haven't done a backwards load in a while, so I think that'll be interesting. We've got a few little ugly sticks and then a whole bunch of decent-sized ones here, so I think we'll be able to make a nice load. And, yeah, after that load, maybe we'll have time. We can start on the processing, turning it all into short logs, or maybe medium length, and then it'll force me to make a trailer that'll support them. I was thinking about doing a trailer that's kind of like about half the size, or, well, maybe the same size as the short logger, but with just 2 bunks for medium length. But I haven't quite decided on what size. Usually 8s. 8s are popular for that, so we'll see what it comes out to. Anyway, if you guys liked the video, leave a like, leave a comment. Do not forget to subscribe, and if you're in the bush, don't forget to hug a tree. All right, guys, we'll catch you on the next one. See ya.